Welcome, all ye faithful, to the Paladin's Keep. What a pleasure to have you here. Welcome on back. We are getting ready to continue with our playthrough of Final Fantasy XVI. If you remember, last we left off, we are getting ready to fight the villainous Hugo Kupka. We are going to continue throughout his castle underneath the mountain. I don't know a better way of describing this. Is this the right way? I actually think it's this way. Yes. It is indeed this way. We are going to head this way until we make it. Everyone's been having a good time. If you're watching this live on Twitch, thanks so much for being here. If you are watching this on YouTube, please feel free. Even if you're just joining in for the first time, go ahead and hit the subscribe button to the channel. Leave a like, leave a comment. Hear from you. Better. What an amazing time. As you can see, our ability sets are pretty cracked because we've been using both the Phoenix and the Ifrit abilities. I am absolutely loving these Ifrit abilities. They are making us pretty much a demon on this battlefield when combined with the Ramu abilities. This combo right here, disgusting. And we're just enjoying as it is.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. Coca! I swear to you, my love, we will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
Get away from her! Benedicta!
you can do it, then so could I!
I had myself muted. Dang. Dang. For a second I thought I couldn't hear myself, and it's because I couldn't, because I had myself muted. But we've acquired that. Fun little ability. You gotta love it when the dog's all nice and barky. Try to mute myself occasionally just to make sure that he's not barking into the mic. It's a higher pitch bark for him, little guy. I don't want it to be in the mic all the time, so I have like the human error of having to remember that I muted myself, and that's what happened. Yeah. Here's what happens when we use it as a damaging ability. This new Brimstone we got. Kaboom! Look at that. Get all these groin shots in. There we go. Uh-oh. That's not realistic. Fused with more of the earth.
What the hell is he doing?
Earth and fury. Boom! Get chucked out the wall. Goodbye. Do it. Titan lost. Look at that. He's massive. What a big dude. Bye-bye, tentacle. He's like, yeah, we're getting you up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bye-bye, arm.
I've got you now.
Buddy, get it. Oh no! Dang it. Missed it. Nice. Yo, we're gonna go Super Saiyan. Boom! Hi, bud. One up? Alright, bud. Doggy right here. Yeah! Fist him! Wait. Wait a minute. Boom! Boom! Let's go. Right there. In the face. Boom! Dead. You know what that calls for? Do you know what that calls for? Boom! Earth and Fury. That's some white, right? It's all good. It's all fine and dandy. Look at that. Crashing from the heavens. That just brings up a better point. Where the hell were we? Like, where legitimately were we if he fell from the sky? I thought we were below the ground. But we're right by the Mother Crystal. Not gonna be any more. It's gonna be destroyed here in a minute. Boom. Look at that. It gets to dissolve. Having a seizure. That's probably more like an intense mental breakdown. Uh-oh. Ultima.
Is that you?
Ultima. What do you want?
The one and only.
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Thank you, Joshua.
All right.
One can no more command the power of ether.
We
by
have
turning
officially
its
killed
flood.
Titan.
Then
I
one
gotta-
can constrain
This
the
is the
tides
Waluder
by
General.
standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty,
Oh, Barnabas. Barnabas Tharm.
But Mythos is stronger.
Yeah, the dominant of Odin.
For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
The Holy Order of the Knights of Dragoon, north of the Isle of Ark.
Some medicine, my lord?
So these are part of the Holy Empire of
I
Sombre.
have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
I don't know why a kiss was needed there. Didn't feel like it was a part of the conversation. Well, I guess they're probably just overwhelmed and stressed out.
Oh, my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
See, like, that line makes sense when he says, if only you were my master. But, like, I don't know, the kiss felt out of place. But I also have to recognize there's pretext to the scene that we are not privy to, that I'm sure the developers had considered before they said the scene will start here. This is what they've been doing, leading up to it, and voice actors.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor.
Uh-oh. They stole his throne.
What is the meaning of this?
My father's orders. What were they? Quickly! Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
They just stole his throne from him.
Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
Alright, he's trying to sow the seeds of nobility. Joshua's seeking out Dion specifically because of his noble character, so we will see kind of where they take that and how well that plays off in the grand scheme of our adventure. We have to return back to the hideaway. Out of the shadow. We begin a new quest.
I'm going to give up to the good news.
Okay, there we go. No.
We're seeing troops amassed at every border, huh?
Clive, you're back.
That he is.
And with glad tidings for once.
Fix my posture real quick.
Hugo Kupka is no more. Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place is smiling down at you right now.
We had a stole us from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure.
Nice.
You're not leaving me behind again.
Nope. We get Jill back.
Otto, any word on the Royalist movement since I've been away? Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian. Thank you. I will.
Alright. On to Vivian.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent.
The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture.
And what bigger picture is there than my map?
Yeah. Good boy. Good boy. Hey, buddy. How doing? Come on. I know.
The kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all.
Wanna lay down?
It is a nation
Lay down.
forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Battle rages for control of the crystalline
It's not,
dominion.
I mean, it's good for people.
Yet
You know,
Tharm
it's not
sends
even
not
battle
a
buddies, so that
single
means people
ship
aren't
in
dying.
support of his Dalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of ash.
Boy.
Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to
But it's not, you
untouched
don't
lands.
that's
So why
that's
go
a
to the
neighbor.
trouble of
Come
sending
on,
an
he's
army
riding his
of
bike.
orcs into
Come
the
here,
heart
buddy.
of Drake's
You
fang.
really keep...
Only
Come on.
to make no
You're really
attempt
keeping
to
me
claim
safe, huh?
the mother crystal
Thanks,
for
pal.
Waloed. It can hardly be for lack of men.
Thank you.
Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot?
Hey!
I know not to attend the royalist betrayal.
You don't need to bark out the window. It doesn't do nothing.
Only that it is part of some broader
No.
scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw. Especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Here for another of my lectures.
Alright, let's view the state of the
What
realm.
is it that you wish to learn? Here's the latest information I have.
So what are some of the big things? Obviously, we have Hugo Kupka's deceased. Hey, what is up, Slagged Cobra? Welcome on in. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you being here. I am just perusing the state of the realm to look at any new additions here. Trying to think. I know that they're conversing. Visits, that's that nature. It's not showing. We saw these guys kiss. There's no like relationship marker here. I feel like they should have added something like romance. I don't know. I'm not seeing that. Is this the latest Final Fantasy? This is Final Fantasy 16. It's gonna be. It is a lot of fun. We just got done killing the dominant of Earth, the Icon Titan. So we just got done. We were here at Drake's Fang, and so you can kind of use these situation maps, and it's like a little feature where you can kind of see the way that the story progresses, but you can see it from like a geopolitical sphere, which is really cool.
The state of the realm is ever-changing.
And that's what she's there for. We have since been back from that, and 2 of the 3 nations are getting ready to continue a war. So we're kind of preparing for how we're going to get involved with that. We are on a quest to destroy the mother crystals of the realm. So far where we're at currently, there was 1 mother crystal here on this island. Key emphasis being was. There was a mother crystal here in this city. Another key emphasis being was. And finally there was a mother crystal here. Key emphasis being was. We have this mother crystal left standing here in the city of Twinside, as well as this mother crystal still standing out in Waloed. The Holy Empire of Sombrake, which is this entire kingdom right here, has engaged at war with the Dalmekian Republic, which is this kingdom down here, and they're fighting it presently here. The kingdom of Waloed is coming south to help, and we are trying to figure out what we're going to do about all that. Too much stuff. Too much going on. So we're going to talk to our friends. And we'll start off with the man, the myth, the legend, the old wizened tomes. We're going to speak with Harpocrates. So we're going to fly his way. Look at this old dude. Alrighty.
Ah, Clive.
I don't really know anything past Final Fantasy VIII. I really have played 6, 7, 8. Like, this was my childhood. Awesome. Much more complicated than what I had to deal with. Right. Speaking of that.
Can it really be true?
I still have my original PS1 versions of Final Fantasy VIII and Final Fantasy IX. I don't have a Final Fantasy VII disc. I have a digital copy here on my PS5. The Final Fantasy VI I've played on emulators on Game Boys. I don't have like another copy of that. I have a whole list of PlayStation 2 copies from like Final Fantasy X moving up. I have Xbox 360 copies of Final Fantasy 13. So I am down to the fact that I have the initial release, the day one edition of Final Fantasy 15. So I pretty much have a physical copy of every game past Final Fantasy 9. For certain of past 9. Other than 11, because 11 was an MMO.
After Kuka fell.
The dog bark made me... Yeah, he's a little bit of an angsty mood today. Mom's decided to go back to work because her school year starts tomorrow. So she has a fresh new batch of students. She's a teacher. And so she's normally been around over the past 2 months on summer vacation. He doesn't know how to deal with that. And so he really wants to play right now. And normally he plays with his mother. But today he decides he has to throw that mind away. And that is why you hear the occasional squeak from his toy. So, he's a very vocal dog, and I apologize. I do my best to try to mitigate it because when he gets like really barky, his bark is really high pitched, and I don't want that to get caught through mics and then like just be really annoying. So I try my best to catch it, but occasionally he makes a woof.
He reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection
I think the game audio is doubled unless it's supposed to sound echoey. It is not supposed to sound echoey. I wonder... Let me know if that fixes it.
It means a lot.
Tell me if it sounds less echoey. Talk with someone again. I'll talk with Harpocrates again.
My knowledge is yours. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Perfect. Okay, cool. Sweet. I think there was a...
What subject?
It looks like it may have doubled on my sound mixer, the audio part of my Elgato capture card. So I'm going to have to go through my audio mixer later. But thanks for catching that, and I appreciate you letting me... Oh, thanks so much. Thanks so much for the Prime subscription. I appreciate it. I super appreciate it, and I'm so glad that finally the queues are working on that, which is great. So thank you. I really appreciate it. Hype. Enjoy your free little helmet. You get your fun little helmet there, and those emotes, which is all the good stuff. Let's see. We are Dominative Icon. This is the dude that we just killed. We fought him not only in his human form, we chopped his hands off, and then we went and fought him in his Titan form. I'll show you what that guy looks like here in a moment. I'm just looking through if there's any like major, let's see, Lubor, we know him. Yep, Bernard. Oh, this guy, it's spelled Bernard. They pronounce it Bernard. I don't like it. It really frustrates me. Sir Terrence, this is Prince Dion's lover. Yeah, he and Dion are lovers. It says it literally last sentence of that page, but the relationship queue didn't have like a romantic interest link between them. I'm not sure what that was about. Why he didn't mark it. Nothing cool about Rosalith. Yep. Nope. I want to lay the land. The siege. We dealt with that. I think that's how they say Bernard is Bernard. You know, it probably is. But I don't like it. I just disagree with it. I think it's wrong. It just doesn't sound right. But then again, we pronounce fish, F-I-S-H, and then use the G-H to make the F sound, and then the P-H to make the F sound. And we say things weirdly too. And I'm not gonna lie. Old English, New English, all of it's weird. The Kingdom of Waloed, yep, the Velcroy Desert. These are all new places that we've been visiting. Twinside, that's the city that's currently getting ready to have a massive war fought there. English is the worst. Yeah, it's a tough one. The Isles of Ark. So the Isles of Ark are the different islands where Twinside's located upon. Canberra's independent, so the city of Canberra is considered a free sovereign nation. So they don't have any political ties to, like, Rosaria, to Dhalmekia, or to the Holy Empire of Sunbreak. So we don't have to worry about any of that. Frostwolf, yep, Torgol's a Frostwolf. That was all cool. The Einherjar is the flagship of the Waloed naval fleet. Nothing there. The Bestiary, if we pronounce this. This is the dude that we just fought, was Titan. So we just fought and killed him. The other icons that we have fought and killed are Garuda. The next ones, obviously, we are befriended with Shiva. Jill Warwick is dominant of that. We're friends there. And then Rama was Sidolphus, and he had passed away, so we have his abilities. As we killed dominants, as we killed icons, we absorb their powers. And so we get to use their abilities in combat moving forward. So we have now just unlocked, well, we had previously unlocked Titan abilities when we beat the crap out of Kupka and cut his hands off. But the next two that we have to get, obviously, are going to be Bahamut, the dragon, and then Odin, the Warden of Darkness. So that's going to be pretty fun. Curls, let's see, scorpions. Those things are disgusting. No new major stuff. Okay, we're pretty good there. Thanks, Harpocrates. Appreciate it. Now I got to go speak with Karen and Blackthorn. And we could probably craft a new sword in the midst of this, because we got an item.
Thanks to Sid.
Yes, thanks to Sid. Sid's a person, but not really a person, because he's dead.
Plays with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
Facts.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. Start to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
Okay, so we're just informing them that Kupka is dead. The reason why we're informing them is because Kupka, at the end of, like, the first major act of the game, involving... Oh, I don't want to buy those. Yeah, I don't need those. Sidolphus Telamon, when we lost him, when he died, was the fact that Kupka invaded the hideaway, so our original base, and started slaughtering people because we killed Garuda. And Garuda's dominant was Benedicta Harmon. Benedicta and Kupka, they were romantically involved. He was pissed because someone sent him her head in a box. Not our fault. We didn't do it. We just killed the girl. He wasn't happy, so he started slaughtering people. We're just letting those that survived say, like, hey, Kupka's dead. We did it. Your vengeance is achieved.
What is it? I'm busy.
Kupka's dead.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
And they're all going to be like, oh, that's great. That's awesome. He needs to have been killed.
I can't tell you.
Hugo's assault on the hideaway is also the reason why Gav is missing an eye. He got it cut out by the... It was like the...
Beginning. During you, Sid.
Some random dude that was trying not to be killed by Kupka if he failed the mission. Rip. Facts. Big rip. This is a pretty crazy scene.
Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
He's gonna. So we're gonna speak with Blackthorn to craft a new sword. So we're gonna use Forge, and we want to use. Yeah, we want to get the Enhancer. So we're gonna go ahead and get that with our Earth and Fury. I don't think we need the Hunter's Waistcloth. We do want the Drake Slayer's bracelets. Not sure why we didn't get those previously, but oh well. We're gonna reinforce. See if we can get Enhancer level 2. We can. So we're gonna do that. Alright, so we got a new blade, as you can see here. It's a little bit, kind of looks katana-ish, but has more of like a broadsword style hilt to it. So that part, you know, that's cool. The blades have different designs, which is unique, and I really enjoy them. I'm just going to clear out that little note tag. I don't need to use this. Goodbye. My OCD was going to trigger hardcore if I just walked right past that. But we're going to go speak with Otto. And then continue on to the next part. I think the next thing we have to do is get into Twinside, but we have to smuggle our way in. And it's going to be a fun bit on getting that prepped out, because we're going to have to head down into Dhalmekia to go in through Canberra.
Just spreading the word.
Another cutscene? Oh, not really. but kind of.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed. No.
Are they talking about Vivian?
She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Yeah, talking about Vivian.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone.
We didn't tell
I can
Mid.
think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him. You're right.
Oh, we're gonna get...
I should.
We're gonna get an emotional scene. Let's get ready for it.
Well,
if we're gonna go to Sid's grave...
Be sure to take Mid with you.
Right,
She's
that would
been
make
going at
sense.
it hammer and tongs.
Mid is Sid's daughter.
Trying to do her father proud.
Which, yeah, Sid and Mid.
I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave. Very well. I'll suggest it.
I think we go as a group, if I remember. Pretty positive that we head to Sid's grave as a group. To pay tribute to the original Sidolphus Telamon. Because he sacrificed his life to save Clive from Ultima.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack.
Displacement stack. Here.
She's trying to make a ship.
For...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
Yep.
Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines.
She's basically designing like a steam engine tank. Or a steam engine ship, not a tank, obviously. But that's what she's shooting for.
Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so...
Isn't that like Sid's thing? Sid's thing is traditionally an airship. So it's always an airship in the Final Fantasy games.
Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first.
So in this
some
one,
parts meching.
there's no like airship system, but we are going to be working on making up the Enterprise to have this cool like steam mithril ship. So.
The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air.
Mm-hmm.
And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
Yep. So we need the plate. We need the thermal plating.
Full suit of armor, then.
Yep.
Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Correct.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it.
Yeah.
I've got the designs and the list of materials here.
And we're gonna have to start working on gathering things to get that thermal plating, huh, buddy? One up. Come on.
I can't make it.
No, you don't want up.
Luckily, you
Okay,
don't need
you have fun down there then, buddy. Okay, with the thermal plating designs, we got to take that to Blackthorn, who is our blacksmith, and show them to him so that he could help point us in the right direction. At the very least, he is our metallurgist. All right.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Hell with it.
Ask away.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
And we have the thermal plating designs. Let me see what he does with them.
Grieger's Tates.
Grieger is the god of this world.
I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but...
So they have a saying
Won't be
of
easy,
Grieger's teats.
And I'll need
It's like
help.
their way of going, like,
Get Gallo in here, will
it's
ya?
kind of like
Right.
when you see something that's, like, kind of mind-blowing, you're like, Jesus. Right? It's kind of like their version of that. Alright, we gotta start looking for, I believe, Stardust. If I'm right, and we get to go with either Otto or Gav. Gav is the guy with the one eye. Otto, obviously, is the two-eyed man.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in.
I'll be in and out playing some OW2 before the season ends. Yeah, no worries. Go and enjoy. I appreciate the lurk. I absolutely appreciate the lurk.
My usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then. Well, make your minds up who's going where. We can get this over with.
Letting off steam, part 1. Alright, so the very first thing we're going to have to do is speak with Blackthorn and decide, are we taking Gav or Otto to go for the Stardust?
Which one of these two lucky souls?
So we are going to choose Gav, because Gav can survive out in the wilderness a little bit better than Otto can. I don't want to put Otto at risk.
So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting them fleece ya.
Fleece me? I like to see him try.
In your own time.
Alright, so with that being said, now we can go ahead and go to Velcroy. We do have a few side quests that we can go ahead and do, so we are going to get started on those side quests. We're going to go to Lost Wing first, start with this first side quest before we head to Dalamil and do the second side quest next.
Good day to you.
Looks like this side quest is with Quentin. I'm going to go to him.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Would love to.
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right.
Will do. Alright, for great justice. Alright, let's go speak with the people of Lostwing and figure out
Let's see what the people of the village have to say.
what is going on with
Better
them.
find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
Start with this guy right here. Sorry, this lass. This is a lady.
You alright, Sid? Something on your mind?
There is actually. Can I ask you something? Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy figures out in the woods. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Oh, that. No, sorry, can't help you. I heard the rumours, mind, from the lads working over at the vineyard, but none of them has seen anything either.
Right. Thanks anyway.
The crystals we get from the tailor will...
I'll speak of this one over here next.
Word is the Black Shields
To the stable hand.
Excuse me. Quentin mentioned strange figures having been sighted near the village. Have you seen anything?
Nah, not me, Gov. I heard the rumours, though. I'm here most days, right next to the gate, and I ain't seen nothing out of the ordinary. Don't worry. Any shady characters try and slip into town this way, and I'll soon come running. And shouting, most likely.
All right. Thank you.
Alright. So unfortunately, we've had no success in locating any shadowy figures. So we got one last person to speak with. To either confirm or deny these mysterious figures' existence. And this last person, hopefully she can help us. The Herb Mother.
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you. Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
Let's see what we can find here. We got ourselves some Valley Matter. Nice. And quest destination nearby. Oh, we got a wolf.
You there.
Fuck! He's seen us.
Ha!
Get them before they escape.
Yeah, kill the Black Shields.
Black Shields. Here. What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Boom. Boom! See if we get an attack on. Oh no. Get another one. Dang. Come on, I want to punch you. No, Torgal, leave him alone. Ha! Boom! 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 Dead. Should not have messed with me, buddy. Should not have done it.
Why were they here? I'm planning an attack on Lostwing. I need to warn Quentin.
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds. Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
Yeah, you tell him.
You're going to need to explain.
We're gonna find him,
Who
don't
do
we?
the Black Shields serve now?
Well, that's fair. They did. They served his mob.
Because I want
His mob's alive.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered.
Oh, God.
And he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position.
Yeah, that would normally drive people to
I once
become
held
villains.
that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own.
Oh,
I tracked down every soul who served him.
He became judge, jury, and executioner overnight.
Myself. But the man
Yeah.
himself proved an
That's
altogether
crazy.
target. With money and
Yeah,
power
super
and
yachty.
protection. And so I saw that I
Out
would
of
need
nowhere.
an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
So then why'd you stop fighting?
Everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
I guess he doesn't technically stop fighting because he's still a part. He helps with the bearer hunts, so he ensures that he provides a safe haven for
All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief
where they could go.
Our wounds are the same. And our cause
Right.
is the same.
Right.
We are comrades.
The webway
And our
is.
revenge is already in motion.
Oh,
We know where
oh
he
my
hides,
lord, with
how
the
he
yawning.
uses and
Whew.
well trained his guard. What we did not know.
It's like you
until
yawn
now,
once and you gotta
however,
yawn
was
a
that
1,000
his plans
times.
May already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
Alright, quest complete. Well, Quentin's not too happy. We'll see how that ends out. Probably not going to be good.
I'm not going to change his mind.
Fair. Alright, so now we go from the Holy Empire of Sanbreque. We have to go to the Dalamil Inn. We have a side quest and then a main quest to do. We are going to start with the side quest.
The most fragrant herbs.
Hello,
and spices.
Matej.
Gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
Absolutely. See what I can do.
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. Then that's where I'll start.
Okay, so we have to go find him at the Jaw. And we're going to have a hunt to fight here. There is that guy that's standing in the middle of the road. That is a notorious mark. We are going to have to fight him. But first, we kill birds. Nothing screams Final Fantasy like killing random monsters. And nothing says killing random monsters like exterminating the local wildlife. Birds. Take a little bit closer look at this bird, dude. That bird's got a gullet that's pretty big. These guys can shoot I think these ones shoot a fire blast. So that kind of extended neck, that extended throat, it's got a bit of a bulge to it. I imagine expands heavily. But I digress. We have to kill this guy. And his curved arm blades. The 9 of Knives. He's a rank A. Notorious mark. Will he survive? No. We're going to start first with a nice little Will of the Whites. We're going to do a quick dodge. Do that while he jumps in. Nice. Look at that. Already half down on the first one. Poison Mist is going to break that first one. Already, he's almost done there. Let's keep... Yep, want to keep right on that. Alright. We got the Airy. That should drop him. Look at that. Staggered very quickly. Alright, we're going to use Blind Justice here. Oh, we got a rant. Yeah, we got a Mrs. Paladin showing up home. I'm gonna, real quick, pause it so that I can go ahead and say hello to my wife. I will, because I think I just heard the garage door open. I will be right back so I can go confirm, because if it's Mrs. Paladin arriving home, I want to be able to say hello, because we do have just a little bit left of streaming. So I will be right back. I'm hearing things. That garage door wasn't even open. There you go. kill? Did we secure the kill? Yes, nice. We got it. Notorious Mark slain. With that, we've also achieved a level up. We'll take it. Level up. We are now level 35. All stats included. Nice work. Sorry, buddy.
Deserve no better.
And here is the baker's assistant hanging out by Drake's Fang. This was the site of the mother crystal that we just destroyed. No longer around.
Excuse me. What do you want? The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the Fang used to calm my nerves. Now look at her.
I take it you missed the mother crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin, but I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
Words of inspiration. Okay. We could either tell him to express himself, to remember the good times, or to focus on your work. I think that if you're trying to find the will to live again, that you can do that by remembering the beauty of life. And so I think remembering the good times is important.
Try to remember the good times. Do that.
That's my wife
Mother
coming
crystal will
home.
be with you no matter where you are.
Even in the bakery. What a fool I've been. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. You've opened my eyes. I have to get back there right away. Farewell.
Wait. Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
Alright, I'm going to take just a quick break here. I will be right back. just got raided and I was on break. I was gone for like a few seconds. Oh my goodness. What a timing. Hold on. My wife just got home. I was checking to see how she was. And kind of as a result of that, we're just going to need to be honest here. I think as a result of that, it didn't play the raid sound. So I'm just going to do you a favor here by going to my alert box. And we are going to kaboom. Okay. Let's get the raid going in as it's supposed to be. There we go. Boogeyman117. Thank you so much for the raid. You're raiding in. I see they call me L. Thanks for joining in with the raid. One and only Dan 10. Hello. Thanks for joining in on the raid. They call me L. Sup? Question mark. Sup. 1743. Nice. The big raid. That's the big raid. The mega raid. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for joining in here at the Paladin's Keep and for joining Boogie on the raid. Boogie, hope you are doing well. How was your stream today? I had you on Lurk, so now I can't have you on Lurk anymore. I'm going to go ahead and shout you out. Formerly, Lurk Kaufman. I remember, I believe they call me L, that you were getting name change suggestions around the board. Here's a quick shout out for Boogeyman. Stream was very nice. Thank you for the Lurk. Purple Heart. Love it. One and only Dan 10. She is my wife. Amazing, beautiful. I love it. I love this group we have here in the stream. Put that away real quick. So, for those who aren't familiar with the Paladin's Keep, welcome to the Paladin's Keep. As you can see, I'm a nerd of all things Dungeons & Dragons and Final Fantasy and whatnot. Giant sword behind me. Boop. And all the good things around. We're playing some Final Fantasy 16 because I'm an absolute Final Fantasy nerd, and I've been enjoying this game ever since it released. I had a big vacation. Yeah, I took a vote in Cobra Stream. See, that's where I remember you from. One and only Dan 10, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining the Paladin's Keep. We appreciate you. Thanks for joining our reserves. Our Crusader host is slowly building. Matej, say hello to the wife. We will throw a hello to the wife. She's getting ready to turn in for the night. Tomorrow is a big day for her. She is a teacher, and tomorrow is the first day of school. So she is going to be focusing on resting, and I am advocating for that. Look at that, the Drake's Barm. So it looks like the baker's assistant drew heavy inspiration from Drake's Fang to make these little pastries. LMAO, we are teachers too. Oh, that's awesome. That's, well, you know, I know the school season's getting ready to start up. I don't know what that looks like wherever you are from. First day for her or the student. For the students. First day for the students. She's been getting prepped for it for about a week now. So it has been quite enjoyable. August 28th in MD. Okay. All right. Well, you know, that means you have 20 days to squeeze out before the school starts. Sure it is. And the alcohol is stocked. Correct. Correct. It sure is. The alcohol is stocked. Absolutely. Must always be. Our county, anyways, is on the 28th. Okay. Well, again, then you got about 20 days to squeeze out before the school year begins. I hope you guys have a great start to the school year. I hope, you know, transitions from new classes go well. Whatever grade it is that you teach, I hope that you have a good class. I hope for a good start to the year. Your poor wife is going to need it. You always have to have the alcohol stocked. In the wise words of Captain Jack Sparrow, why's the rum gone? The answer should be, the rum's never gone. So it must always be stocked. I get to go back to pre-K. Pre-K? Alright. They call me L. That sounds fun. I have much respect for you in that regard. I struggle heavily with, like, the younger the kid is, the more difficult it is for me to have patience. It requires a very particular level of personal character to handle the youngest of the youth, and I have much respect for that because it really pushes me. I teach 8th grade math. See, that would be a lot more along what I could handle. The older the kid, probably a little bit more closer to like that junior high, that high school age range, is what's easier for me to probably not only just like get along with, but be able to like tolerate even through like the hijinks of, you know, youthful stupidity. Because let's just be honest, some kids like to act around, have fun. Could be a bit disruptive in the classroom. Could be a bit disruptive outside of the classroom. Youthfulness has its perks. Adventurous spirits can sometimes be frustrating and annoying. Mrs. 117 is second grade. All right, okay. Mrs. 117 second grade. That's close. That's close. Mrs. Paladin's a nice third grade teacher. So she deals with the youngin' ones. She's very excited for this year. Let's grab that. And we need to find ourselves some Stardust. We found our first batch. Collected. Lots of alcohol in the home of 117. I could agree with that. Mr. Boogeyman, I also, we have quite a good selection and collection of ales, meads, and other earthly spirits, if you will. What a joy. I'm also a huge fan. Are you playing in high frame rate or high resolution? I think. It looks like it's focusing graphics over frame rate. There's a decent amount in the one and only L-Land. Let me see. I don't know if the game allows me to fine-tune. Let me check. Is it looking a little, like, choppy on your end, by chance? Or maybe, like, a little laggy? Oh, no, it looks fine? Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Awesome. Any chance I have to take a look at things, super appreciate it. It's never an issue. And if you notice anything, please feel free to call it out. Because it's the only way I can catch any of the technical bugs or any of the other just minor inconveniences.
That should be enough for now.
We got our Stardust.
See how Gav's getting on.
First off, I have to say, we're gonna do a quick little pause here. Look at this. Look at this scenery. Like, you have this red sand, this oasis feel, this clear water mixed in with this white stone. Beautiful. I was just curious how folks have been playing Final Fantasy 16, 4K to 30 FPS versus 1080 to 60 FPS. Is that a direwolf? That is, he's technically considered a frost wolf. But, basically, yeah, this is Torgal. Let me give you a close-up of our good old boy. So we have Torgal right here. This is his frost wolf form. Yep, big puppy. His pedigree currently is a Vanagondir. So it increases his attack potency. So the better we take care of him, the better he is. Obviously, he deals kind of decent damage in terms of his attack. He's got a few abilities. So overall, he has the Blood of Fenrir, the Millennial Decay. He's got the Ecliptic Howl, the Howling Moon, the Smite of Rage, and the Banish. So he's got a few abilities. I believe these are when he is in his Frostwolf form. You have a Frostwolf in the desert. I do have a Frostwolf in the desert. Yeah, not suitable for temperatures of this size, but it is what it is. Boogeyman, thanks so much for the hydrate. Yummy, yummy, yummy. All right. We are going to take him back to Gav and give him the Stardust. Give him the Stardust. That big old pouch that was on the ground there next to the
How much did you get?
shovel was Stardust. He got quite a bit. He got a lot more than we did. We were looking for this black dust. What we're trying to find this for is we're creating thermoplatings for it's like a steam ship. We're basically constructing this world's version of steam enginery, but it's going to be a mithril engine, and so we need thermal platings that can handle that high temperature. The Stardust is the alloy that will allow us to do that. Gav, for you, anything. We could definitely have a chat. Let's step off to the side. Let's walk and talk. Video game logic, right? Yep, Frostwolf in the desert. Look, beautiful scenery. Absolutely gorgeous.
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Man to man like. I love it.
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is.
Always.
Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
No, we have to
Says
save
man
the
who
world.
spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Also true.
Only because you keep sending me there.
Also true.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Ah, the wholesome. The feels.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to.
It's just like, why are we staring off into
I'll
the
keep
distance?
going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to.
Wholesome.
Thanks to you.
Wholesome. Why are we being so wholesome? Such a wholesome moment. Gav is like our scout amongst our glorious band of rebels. He lost his eye in defense of the original hideaway when Hugo Kupka came and slaughtered everyone. We actually just killed Hugo Kupka today, so we got kind of revenge for that, and I think that's kind of causing Gav to have this conversation with us, is the fact that Kupka is no longer alive. So it's probably bringing up some emotions, and they're, you know, duking it out in terms of like, oh, I can trust you, oh, I can trust you. You keep sending me everywhere, I can trust you. Such a wholesome moment. So good.
Homeboy?
One woof. We got a woof. We got a woof. Okay, now that we got that woof, we got a solid woof. Let's end today with another notorious mark. We're going to get a hunt done. Let me pull up the hunt list real fast. The next one would be the Soul Stingers. Okay, we can go kill the Soul Stingers, and that is where we'll end it for today. The Soul Stingers are here in Dhalmekia, in the Dhalmekian Republic, so we can travel around the desert, but we have to kind of follow a specific path in order to get up to it, so we are going to run that way. We're going to kind of ignore as many of these random encounters, so these guys, we could fight them if we wish. We're going to ignore them for the time being and make our way straight for the Soul Stingers. We'll kill them, and then that's where we'll end it for the night. So that'll give me a chance here to also see if there's anyone that we could throw a raid out to. It's been somewhat of a second since I've raided last, so we'll kind of see what is available, if anyone's still kind of up by that time. So we will see what we do. I'm surprised there's not a Republican War Panther here. Normally the Dhalmekians have a War Panther and a few of their guards. And yes, it is specifically titled a Republican War Panther. I giggle every time I find it. They also have like Royal Mastiffs from the Empire. They're like attack dogs. They look like wolves, but they're called Mastiffs, so I always have mixed feelings. We do have to kill these guys because we got to get through here, and it's gonna trigger the fight anyways, so might as well kill them quick. Yep. And boom. Oh, I want to. Yep. No, kill him. Thanks. The kick. Okay, we need to go here. So once we're up here, we're going to take a quick right, and we're going to need to kill these birds. Hopefully there's birds. Yeah, hopefully this is birds. Is this birds? Yeah, it's birds. We can kill birds. Birds, no problem. Bruh. Stab. This might help. Ooh. Yeah. Where's the other bird? Oh, thanks, Torgal. Appreciate it. Okay, the Soul Stingers are going to be in this area. Sorry, we ran through how we did. Sorry, they're specifically over here. So we need to go that way. The Fields of Carava. Yes, what a fun little bit. So we got a big horn over there. Those guys are really easy to kill. They're a bigger enemy type. We obviously have the like little antelope guys and some wild chocobo. We could kill them too. They're peaceful and less provoked. That is a curl. We actually have to get around this curl because the soul stingers are up this way, specifically by like those trees over there. We gotta kind of curve around. All right, we're good. We're good. Alrighty, where? Yeah, they should be right up here. There they are. Those are the soul stingers. This is considered a notorious mark, so this is a hunt for us. Gives us some rewards if we kill them. So we are going to do that now. These are one of the very few hunts that are basically like normal enemy types. Normally the hunts are big enemy types. And these guys have the acupuncture ability. Woo! I have never been hit by that, nor do I want to. Those whites. Okay, we got quite a bit located here. We could probably get a few of them killed just by just sitting still. Yeah, we got 3 done just by standing next to that. That was a really good play. Really solid play. Thanks. Stab. Dodge. That's another one dead. Nice. Get him! Boom! And that's a successful hunt. There we go. So, with that being said, we got ourselves a nice dub. We take those. Alright. With that being said, though, let's see if there is anyone on that we could raid. I checked, and there was someone on a second ago that I could have, but now all the streams that I follow that are currently on are not people I could raid. That is sad. Das ist schade. Das ist nicht so gut für mich. Yep. So, unfortunately, there isn't anyone available to pass the raid vibes on. And sometimes it unfortunately is that way. So what we will do is end today quite normally. So I'm going to go ahead and teleport us back to the hideaway where I will save it. We will be back on... we're going to be back on Thursday. So our stream schedule still looks like on Thursday. Vacna. I'm confused. I might have missed something. Vac _ not to raid. Ooh, okay. I will go ahead and... I actually don't know if I'm following Vac _ NA, who's currently doing a charity stream with Elden Ring. Okay. So I will... Yeah, we could definitely throw them a raid. If you're willing to vouch for it in the midst of that raid. I normally feel a little bit uncomfortable raiding people that I don't follow or know. I always have raid suggestions, but I will appreciate your raid suggestion, and we will definitely do it. I'm all for it. Community-led raids tend to be some very fun and unique experiences. So if you have the suggestion, I will trust you. I will trust your wisdom. I will take your insights. Let me pull up their stream real quick. Yeah, charity stream event day 3. Day 3. Okay, cool. We stand strapped while playing some Elden Ring. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. Okay. Looks like he is trying to benefit the It Gets Better project. Now we'll take a look and see what is going on there. I suggested you tonight. Oh, thanks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. So let's go ahead and do a follow. Probably should do that. You're very welcome. Yeah, absolutely. I'm very appreciative of it. We will go ahead and throw the raid out. So VAC _ NA. For the raid, we're going to get this raid started. While the raid is counting down, we are going to go ahead and throw in our raid message. Our raid message does look like a series of hypes and hellos with the infamous Crusade raid. With that being said, we'll go ahead and head over to VAC NA. I am all set and ready to go. We'll be back on Thursday with some more Final Fantasy 16. Thank you so much, Boogeyman, for the raid. I appreciate you. We will see you in just a moment in VAC's channel. Hope to see you guys on Thursday. Have a great rest of your night and stay safe.
Well,